Okay, so as far as next on the agenda is going to be automated programs. So by far, one of the most requested automated programs that we have are the automated programs that we build for our Sugar clients on my end is going to be to opt out. So natively, we don't have integration pulling in your email opt-outs from CRM into Acton. But it's a pretty simple and straightforward process. So under the contacts records, if you look in your syncs, in your add list columns, you'll see that you have, and for whatever reason, in our account we have 2 of them, but there should only be 1 in your account. It's going to be email opt-out. So that's a true or false value that comes over from Sugar if your team go ahead and opts people out of email. So we want to make sure we don't email them on accident in Acton. So we bring that data in, and we create a segment, and I'll show you my segmentation logic. We have email opt-out equals true or yes. I didn't know which one it was, but it is true. Bring them into this particular segment. Now, for most of our clients, they have this particular segment, and whenever they do email sends, it's suppressed against it. But if you want to go a step further and take this and put these records into your opt-out list, you can create a simple automated program. So I'll take this time too as well and kind of give you guys a quick walkthrough of how to create an automated program. Because it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, but we'll create that specific workflow. So 4 tabs here. Very first one's going to be general settings. We got to name this thing, so we're going to call this one opt-outs. Program description. This is just for internal use only. So if a couple years down the road, if no one knows what this program is for, at least there's some kind of description and understanding. Source list. This is what's going to feed this automated program. So we're going to go to this specific list or segment and grab those records on a scheduled basis and run them through this workflow. So what segment we're going to be looking for? For us, we're going to be looking at email opt-out. Everybody who comes over in my contacts has ever opted out of email. I can choose to attach notes if we're going to send emails through the automated program here, which we're not going to do, but you can if you wanted to. Schedule, I'm going to run this daily. I'll run it once daily at 1 a.m. is perfect for me. We can choose to do weekdays only, but we'll do it 7 days a week for us. These are different options. We're not going to select any of these for now, but these are different options you have for an automated program. You can choose to loop and repeat steps, which is something I don't recommend, but every once in a while it makes sense. We can suppress entrants that are on suppression lists. So if they've ever hard balanced, opted out, or spam complaint, if this automated program was sending emails, and I know that's what it's going to be sending emails, I wouldn't even bring that particular record in because I'm never going to send to my opt-out, hard bounce, or spam list. We want our contacts the ability to re-enter the program for whatever reason. We would select that box. We can choose an alternate unique identifier. So if email address is the unique identifier and some other field would be, that's what I would select. And we can disable program history if we wanted to. And you have your time zone down here. Program messages, this is where you would add all your different content for emails. I'm not sending emails for this particular workflow, so I won't do that. Listen segments. In general settings, I chose email opt-out, but if I was using different logic programs or different logic segments, I'd bring them in here if I wanted to. And program flow. So again, everything in Acton is drag and drop. So we have a couple different versions of the wait step. We have a send email step. We have a copy to list. We can change information on your existing lists. We can send an email alert to people. This is your logic branches. So if then else. So if a particular record did something, then do this. If they didn't, then do this. We can do an external API call here. We can add people to the opt-out list, or we can create the record in CRM. So this is where you can create a contact or lead inside Sugar. So for this particular workflow, we're just going to add them to the opt-out list. Pretty simple, right? There's going to be no additional steps. When a record comes in, when a record comes to that segment, it's going to load into this particular automated program at 1 a.m. We're going to drop them into this workflow, which is only one step, which is add them to the opt-out list, and they're gone. We have the option of early exit conditions in our automated programs too as well. So if for whatever reason, if a specific action ever happens, that record would leave the automated program and not continue. But for our work case, our test case scenario right now, all we're doing is adding to the opt-out list, so we're good to go. We'll hit done. We'll save the automated program. It loads up here in opt-outs, and the only thing we have to do, because it's blue and not green, is to go ahead and start the automated program. So if you go to the action buttons over here, we hit start. You want to add the context now? Sure. We'll hit yes. Green, we know it's running. You can go to the dashboard here and see how many people have entered. We only had one person in that segment. We drop them in, and they exit the program because it's only one step. I can go to my steps, see who that particular record was. Weird error. That's the name of the person. We're going to back out here and see there's one person completed, but it's still running. We're still good to go. You have the options of stopping the program or editing the program or downloading any of your summary reports. So as far as automated program building, that's the good intro level walkthrough of how to build an automated program for a specific use case, which is how to add people from your Sugar CRM opt-outs to Act-On.